welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a feel on this set. So I did not initially do this set. She had went somewhere else while I still was not working, so I'm just going to go in and fill it in. Now I know there's people out there that do not like to work over someone else's work, but personally, me, if the set is not bad at all, if it's not lifting or anything, then of course I'm more than glad to go ahead and work over it, because you know they paid good money for that set. So I'm just going in and filing around the cuticle area, and then I'm also filing off that white gel polish. We're gonna do this on all of the nails, and I am using my Scarlet Melody Susie nail drill. I'm using it at 10,000 RPMs. And y'all, the gold drill bit that I usually use, I actually had to order a new one because in the process of trying to redo my nail room, I guess I threw it away. So this is actually an extra coarse drill bit. It's super sharp, and it's not a safety one, so I was having to be really careful as I was using this one. But I usually use the safety drill bit, which is the extra coarse. So with this one, you would be able to file down a lot more. However, you know, I'm not having to. I'm just having to remove the gel polish and then again filing around the cuticle area. But my purpose of telling you that is that if you're using a coarse drill bit, a really coarse one, you want to make sure that you get a safety one. If not, you will have to make sure that you're super careful as you're going around that cuticle area. Alrighty, and as you can see, she did have two broken nails, which are the two thumbs. So I'm just going in and filing down the acrylic as much as I can. That way we won't have to soak for so long. So after I file down the acrylic as much as I can, I get a little cotton ball, wet it with acetone, and then I use some of my little soak off clips, place it right over the nail, and just let that soak off for like 15-20 minutes maybe. Or usually I just leave it on there until it's actually time for me to, you know, do those nails. That way they have plenty of time to soak off. But I'm basically going to do the exact same thing on the other hand. Now I am going to be skipping some parts just because I don't want to keep making these videos super long. So I'm going to try to cut out as much as I can, but still giving you, you know, a full view of what I'm doing, I guess. Alrighty, so after we finish removing all of the gel polish, we're going to go in and just push back the cuticles. This is going to expose the new growth and help with reducing lifting. So we're just going to do that on all of them. You don't really have to spend much time on this part. You're literally just pushing back those cuticles. After that, I'm going to go in with my 180 sanding band to remove the shine from the natural nail. As we all know, our body produces a lot of oils. Those oils happen to be on our natural nails. So we have to go in and get rid of those, because if not, our nails will lift literally, y'all, that first or second day after you apply the acrylic. So this step is super important. Make sure that you go all around that cuticle area. And again, we are just removing the shine. We're not thinning down the nail. And during this step, I am using my e-file at 5,000 RPMs. But as always, just adjust your e-file to whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. Also, I am using the Melody Susie dust collector, and y'all, what I like about dust collectors that go like just on top of your table is that you're able to position them exactly where you need them, and I feel like it actually does a really good job at collecting the dust. Now, I've reviewed a bunch of different dust collectors, y'all, and honestly, they all kind of almost do the exact same thing. They don't ever collect all of the dust, but it definitely, keep it down. That way it's not in your face and all over the place. But after that, we just dust the nails off, and then I'm just going in with the JC Beauty Concepts primer, and I'm just applying that on the natural nail only. And then after that, we're gonna go in with the JC Beauty Concepts Cover Blush Acrylic, which I believe is the exact same one that the previous nail tech applied on her nails. So it literally was perfect. So of course, going in and placing my bead closer to the cuticle area, patting it down, and then brushing down towards the tip. I am using my Alpha brush in a number 10. This is part of the collaboration that I did with Alpha Brush in creating my own brush. We are supposed to relaunch some more, but honestly, we don't have a date just yet, so I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on that. So I'm just gonna go in and place a little bit more of acrylic right there in the same spot. Same thing, patting it down and brushing it down towards the tip to make sure that it's all well blended with the rest of the acrylic. And then, as always, making sure that as you're applying your acrylic, you're steady looking at your nail from different angles. That way you know exactly where you need to apply the acrylic, because you don't want your nails to be too thin, because they will break. Of course, we always pay attention to our apex. That is where our nail gets its strength from. So if you were to hit your nail on something and your nail is super thin, it's gonna just come right off. It's gonna break really easily. So you want to make sure that you have look, y'all, I can't talk today. You want to make sure that you have a nice foundation. So we're gonna basically do the exact same thing on all of the nails. Alrighty, so same thing, y'all. Going in, placing my bead closer to the cuticle area. Make sure that you don't place it right on the skin. You place it as close as you can to that cuticle area, but not to where it's touching the skin. And then just very gently pat it down and start brushing. And if you see any product getting on the skin, make sure that you clean it off immediately, because if you let it dry, it's going to get hard and it's going to be really hard to take off. You're going to end up having to just file as much as you can, but you still could get lifting from that product being on the skin. So I am gonna cut it off after I do the first nail on this other hand, because it's the exact same thing, same process, same everything. Alrighty, so after I finish applying the acrylic on all of those nails, I just take the little soak off clip and then I go ahead and just push back the cuticles, remove the shine from both of those nails, and then I'm going in with the extra extendo, whatever they're called, nail tips. I make sure that the nail tip fits exactly from sidewall to sidewall. And then I did cut the nail tip like into a V shape right in the middle. That way it doesn't just cover up her entire nail. And then I'm going in with my straight edge nail clipper, just trimming down the sides. That way it's going to save us a little bit of time whenever we go in to shape our nail. And then also it's just going to save us from having to do so much work, because y'all, filing can be, hard on your hand, especially when the nails are super long. I'm just going in and blending that nail tip right in with my sanding band. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my 100 nail file to shape up the nails. So as always, filing the sides and the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle, and making sure that you alternate from side to side. That way your nail does not end up crooked. Alrighty, so after that, we just dust the nails off and then apply the primer, and then we're gonna go in with that same Cover Blush Acrylic by JC Beauty Concepts. As you guys know, I do have a promo code for JC Beauty Concepts, so I'll be sure to leave that information down below for you guys. Alrighty, so I went ahead and applied the acrylic on both of those thumbs, and then after that we're gonna go in and shape up the nails, or reshape the nails. Now what I did notice from this set is that she had a lot of little rough edges underneath the nails on the side, so I did make sure that I got all of those off. I'm not sure how that happened, but you know, of course I was able to go in and fix that. It was almost like they were cracking under, not necessarily cracking, but I'm not really sure, honestly. But that's why you want to make sure that you get underneath the nail really good, like you see me doing here, and making sure that you file at exactly a 90-degree angle, both sides and the free edge, just alternating from side to side. But make sure that you are, you know, basically filing the same amount of times on each side, that way your nail does not end up crooked. So as I'm filing, I kind of step back for a second and just kind of look at the nails, make sure that they're nice and even, and if it is, then I go on to the next one. After I finish reshaping the nails, I go in with my fine drill bit and I just start around the cuticle area, working my way from the right side all the way over to the left side, going back and forth, and then filing the rest of the nail to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. And remember, y'all, whenever you are using an e-file, you want to make sure that you keep your e-file moving at all times. If you leave it in one spot for too long, it will cause friction and is going to cause your client's nail to burn. And we definitely don't want that. I don't know about y'all, but I've had it happen to me, and then like it literally makes you jump. Like that's just how bad it feels. So make sure that you don't do that to any of your clients. And then also, whenever you go around the cuticle area, make sure that you're really careful. And during this step, I am using my e-file at 10,000 RPMs, but just like any other time, just adjust it to whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. So after we finish filing all of the nails, I'm going to go in with a buffer, and the buffer is just going to get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. So you want to make sure that you buff really, really good. Alrighty, so now for the gel polish application. So this is going to be like a 90s, 2000s look. So I'm just going in with random colors. All of them are by Madam Glam except for the blue one. That one is by D&D. And I'm just going in and doing random colors on each nail. As you can see, it's almost like half circles just going on the sides. And then everything else is really just random, y'all. Like whatever just comes to mind, just go ahead and do it. But this is just going to be the base colors, and then everything else is going to be lines and dots. So it's definitely super simple and easy to do. You're literally just doing whatever comes to mind as you're doing it. Now for the thumb, she did request that I just do two colors going down the middle of the nail, and then she wants like that not zebra look, but it almost reminds me of like a zebra because it's just lines coming from both sides. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and cure that hand for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. It doesn't matter what colors you do, just as long as you're not applying too much polish, and then also making sure that you wipe the sides of your nail after you apply the polish and before you cure. That way the gel polish does not take away from your shape. And then whenever I say wipe, I literally just like right there, using how I kind of just like with my thumb kind of just tap the edge. And that's because you guys know that gel polish is thicker than just regular nail polish, and if you don't do that, it will make your corners rounded, and we want to keep that perfect coffin shape. Alrighty, so once we finish doing the colors on all of the nails, I'm gonna go in with my black and my white, and then I'm gonna be using my small nail art brush, and I'm just gonna basically go in and draw random little lines. And then also I'm gonna be drawing some random lines with the colors as well. I'm gonna be incorporating some of the colors that are not, like on this nail I think I don't have any green and pink, so I am gonna go in there with some pink lines and green ones, and just kind of adding a little bit of everything in there. And then also I love doing dots on these nails because I feel like it just kind of brings everything together. And then also you will see me adding a little bit of glitter in there as well, and it's just going to be random lines too. Alrighty, and then this is the one that she wanted just lines coming from both sides, and then she also requested to get some glitter in between those lines. So you will see me go in there and add a little bit of silver glitter. After this, we're gonna cure this hand for 60 seconds, and then we're gonna do the same or something very similar on the other hand, because you guys know that I just randomly go in there and just throw something together. Alrighty, so now I'm just gonna go in and do the Madame Glam gel top coat, and I'm gonna apply that on all of the nails, and then I'm gonna cure for 60 seconds. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really pretty, super colorful, and definitely right in time for spring. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at getnail32, and I will see you guys next time.